Okay, so we're here once again in Sword Factory, and today I actually probably got one of the rarest boss spawns that I've ever actually seen myself. I'm not too sure what else has been spawned before, however, this one was actually a very rare spawn. So, as you can see on the screen right now, is a screenshot of the actual rarity from from the boss that actually spawned, and it is really crazy. If I just quickly pull up the screenshot for myself and just quickly read it out, as you can see, a neon exotic boss spawn has, a neon exotic boss has spawned, and that is not even exotic minus, it's exotic. And a neon one on top of that as well makes it a chance of 1 out of 5 trillion with an RNG of 1 in 26.5 billion. So that's actually a really rare spawn, considering the fact that I usually see maybe the max best spawn is probably like a 1 in 11,000 when just some random ultimate spawns on no luck or something like that. So yeah, that is quite a crazy spawn, and as you can see with this next screenshot now, I actually managed to defeat it. So it did spawn in a public server and there was quite a lot of us on it. I think there was like 6 or 7 people on it, but thankfully, because I did actually manage to get some of my swords back, and I managed to get my one of my damage up to 40 billion. I managed to deal 58% damage, which was obviously enough to get myself the sword. And along with that, it brought along another $600 billion and 1.2 trillion XP, bringing me up to level 307, which is insane, and also bringing up my net worth to 2.3 trillion. So I didn't actually realise I got all of this money. I did realise I got the levels, but I didn't realise I got the money. I just kind of joined recently, and I realised that my molder was up to level 500, and I also had my upgrade up to 400. And I was thinking, usually I'm only around like maybe 700 billion at this point, but I still had 1.8 trillion left. If I do quickly refund all of my upgrades, just real quick by spamming it through, and I'm just going to get myself all the way back up to molder, level 500, and you'll see what I mean. As you can see, we do have 2.3 trillion right now. And we will also show off the swords that I managed to get back as well. On top of that, you can see them in my hotbar right now. And I'm not putting them back in my bank whatsoever, unless I need to when I'm going fighting a boss or something. But as you can see, now we've got up to level 500. And I was thinking, why do I still have like 1.7 trillion left? Really bizarre, but then I realised that I've gotten 600 billion from that. So that is insane. So 2 good things really have happened today. So let's just go through all of the swords that I managed to get back as well. So I'll just quickly drop them all down, and we'll also show off the sword that the exotic boss actually dropped before as well. So we managed to get back one of my exotic minus swords, as you can see here, with exotic minus, remarkable and bronze on it, which is very good. Obviously exotic is one of my better rarities right now. We also managed to get back one of my random unique swords. Obviously it's not actually been upgraded, so not too bad. Didn't manage to get the enchants back, but I'm not too bothered about that because I usually get them back really quickly anyway, so it's not too bad about that one. We also managed to get, I think this is actually the one that I actually managed to keep around. This was the one that was stuck, that was in the Ascender at the time, so obviously this one didn't get data loss, so thankfully we did still have this one around anyway. We also managed to get back the 2 expensive swords, as you can see, the 900 billion one and the 440 billion one on top of that as well. Obviously this one here was the one that was donated, but obviously now with it being refunded, it now has my name on it instead, so I guess that's kind of a good thing, but I'm not really too sure. But obviously this one now also has to be my damage sword, mainly because it is one of the higher ones, in terms of the level as well. So obviously I might be able to, actually I'm just going to see now, I'm just going to put this one in the upgrader, and just quickly put up my upgrade to like level 200 so it's not too slow. I'm just going to quickly level this one up because obviously I've not leveled it up all the way to 307. I'm just going to quickly level that one up and see what damage that one's doing in a bit. But as you can see right here now, this is the one that was dropped by the neon. So I did actually get it up to amethyst myself, but when it dropped it was ruby. Obviously all the enchants are still at number 1. It dropped with crazy, it dropped with incredible, and obviously it dropped with exotic at level 161. So really cool drop, I think. And obviously with my I did actually get an exotic just before I got data wiped, and obviously now I've basically got it back, so not too bad. The boss did have like over 1 quadrillion health or something like that, so obviously if I did have my old damage sword, it would have been way quicker and easier, and I probably would have done like 80% damage instead of just 50%. But either way, I've gotten at least an exotic back, and I do also have somewhat of a damage sword. I am trying to get this one up to chaotic. If this one here isn't that much, it is already maxed out, which is very nice. But let's just quickly see how much damage this one does. So it does, yeah, 40 billion basically on the dot. And if I quickly pick this one up now, it's just gone up to 500 with just gaining, what, 15 levels, which is amazing. This one does 17 billion, so again, it's not really that good. And I'm also, if I do quickly drop this, I'm just going to kind of check what's the reason why it's so bad. So it's got an sharpness 10, power 12, and I don't think the resistance does damage. It's also got chaotic on it as well on top of that. So I genuinely just think that it's more of the level that is doing it. So kind of crazy. And it also does put on the back burner that I've got to sell that one. So hopefully we can keep leveling up. Obviously it's going to be even slower now. I've just got to wait for another exotic neon spawn or something crazy like that. But yeah, even slower now to level up. But thankfully we do have a lot of levels and a lot of money, and I do believe I can also get to level 500 appraisers. So I'm actually going to quickly check that now. Let's go ahead and quickly take this out like so. I'm also going to pick these up. I'm also going to pick them all up in my bank as well, just because I have also been data wiped a second time, but thankfully I only had some random legendaries in there that I got from the Neon world when I was killing the exotic boss. So thankfully I did actually pick up all my swords, otherwise I would have lost them yet again. So yeah, another good way to avoid any data loss is to just pick them up, have them in your hotbar. Best way to do it. But let me just quickly get up my appraiser real quick, because this is the first time I'll be able to get it up to level 500, I think. If I can get up to level 500, maybe I can't yet. I'm not too sure what net worth you need for it, but we're already spending a lot of money. Maybe we might just be able to sneak it in. No, I need just a little bit more money, really. So I need another 200 billion, which I guess isn't that bad. I probably can make that really quickly if I do just AFK and get some godly spawns and stuff. But let me just quickly put these swords back down again 1 minute. Maybe I can sell one of these swords. Obviously I can sell the diamond exotic. I am kind of waiting to get it up to opal, and I probably couldn't get it even higher, but maybe I should just sell it. I'm just going to do it. Why not? I'm going to get a lot more exotic spawns anyway, so I'm not really too bothered. So here goes an exotic miner sword at 283 billion. Obviously I know a lot of you guys are going to be screaming at me for selling this, but let's just do it because why not? I also want to get my appraise up to level 500 just to see what I can get, and at least that way then I have everything that can go up to level 500. So it's not too bad in the end, I don't think. So we're just going to wait for that to sell, and then we can get up to level 500. And hopefully we can maybe then start getting some godlies a little bit easier. Also we can then also get this down to 128 times luck, or the hyper luck, and there it goes, boom, like so. So let's quickly go behind here, turn it up to the hyper luck like so, and hopefully now these are going to be a little bit easier. Let's have a look. Hopefully I haven't just wasted a sell. So if we scroll down now, it's more or less impossible for us even to get mythics, impossible for us to get divines, and it's more or less guaranteed that we're going to be getting only megas out of my machine, which is actually crazy. If I do keep scrolling down, ultimates are looking possible now, insanes are looking possible, hypers are looking very possible, and yeah, even godlies. To consider the fact that I can't actually check because I've got nothing leveled up, but I'm pretty sure like brilliant and outstanding are around 100,000. So I can definitely get at least maybe a unique minus or maybe a godly plus plus if I do just stick something in my machine for a long time, which I might just do for an experiment in a little while. But yeah, thankfully we did get some sword back, and we also got one of the rarest boss spawns I've ever seen. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to pick these swords up just for safekeeping, and I'll see you all in the next video.